Okay, welcome back to another video, of course. So as you guys know, I've had this Canam XMR Outlander for 4 months now. Picked it up at Motor Complex in Katy, Texas, I believe, for $9,000 plus a 4-year warranty, so about $9,400. Very, very happy with it. JP Stevens, I will link him down in the description. He did a YouTube video on this also on his 850 a year ago, so I'm doing the same thing with mine. Things I would like to go over. This can help you guys, maybe if you guys want to buy one or not. I know I did a video when I first bought it, like 2 hours after I got it, I did a video on it. But this is gonna cover, because I spent 650 miles exactly on it. I've rode it 650 miles, so I hope you guys enjoy the video. So I'll get started. I would like to talk about the brand, the performance, the durability, the horsepower, just some stuff about it that you guys might be wondering. Now, for the price, very impressive with it. For exactly $9,000, which is compared to about a Rubicon with a low gear with power steering. Not the deluxe, but it's the one down. It's about compared to that, or maybe even actually a Rancher deluxe with independent rear suspension. That's about where it meets with the price standards, but the standards on this ATV are amazing. Eric has one. I will link his video in the description and his channel. He has one, the exact one, except for his is tuned, new exhaust and all that. I like to run stock for now, because in the future, you guys are gonna see it, but I'm actually upgrading ATVs in probably about a year, about 4 months minimum. No, yeah, 4 months minimum, and then maybe in a year or so. Now, I love this ATV. A few things that I want to point out. Okay, so you know what? Let me just point out all the bad stuff and all the things I don't like about it. The bumpers. I wish they would have put the bigger bumpers on there, like that come on the 650, and I wish that they would have come out with like the black fender flares, I guess you would call it, like the guards. That come out with it instead of just this gray. It kind of protects the plastics and it doesn't let mud get up on you. The bigger bumpers that have like the square with the headlights, that I wish they would have put on there. The other thing I wish they would have put on there was the electric throttle. I'm kind of disappointed that they didn't do that, even if they had to raise the price up a little bit. I still think they should put that on there. I'm very, very impressed with it. What else? Oh yeah, the tires. I think that there should be an option between the Mega Mayhems and maybe getting like some 28-inch cryptids, because there's not really that much difference, and it's the personal liking. These are not so good for trail riding as they are for mud riding, but I mean, like, for the price, I mean, like $9,000 with a set of $1,000 wheels and tires, I mean, like, that's pretty impressive. I mean, like, these wheels are nice. The winch did not come with it. Quick fact, any Outlander, you can go to TSC and you can buy their $100 winch and it will bolt right on here, no problem, and you can hook it up to your battery. The other bad thing about it is, and I'm sorry that I'm jumping around, I'm just trying to cover all this stuff without editing most of it, because my computer right now, it's having a terrible time editing. I have to get the software fixed and it's really hard to edit. I'm sorry for this, I'm just putting the clips together. Yeah, so the fender flares, the bigger bumper, the electric throttle, oh, and the rack in the back. I know that rhymes, but like the rack in like the rack in like the 650s and up, they have that bigger plastic rack. It's just like a few metal pipes back there, like it's not much. It's better than the Renegade, but still, I mean, like, I still think that they can up that. That's the only thing that I have to say. Okay, so back to what I was saying. Where was I? Yeah, so I pretty much named all the bad things. Fender flares, not having the electric throttle, not enough guard here, not having the options of maybe 28-inch cryptids and the 28-inch Mega Mayhems. What else? Yeah, that's pretty much it. The other thing is the exhaust. I would like them to put the bigger exhaust on there that's on the 650 and the 850 and up, because the exhaust back there, water was up to the top of my fenders and it started to bog down to like 1200 RPM, and it got me kind of worrisome. And I like to be able to rely on a bike when I'm in the mud or in the water that I cannot touch that throttle and the exhaust is going to keep on pushing through air and it's not going to cut off on me, and it's going to get into the engine and it's going to ruin all my warranty. That's what I'm afraid of. Because when you guys break an axle, it's nice to have that warranty. When you guys break a diff, it's nice to have that warranty, especially on these mud bikes. So, to the good part, pretty much the price. I mean, like, for $9,000 you get snorkels, 28-inch Mega Mayhem tires, you get a decent bumper, a rad relocate, a nice throttle, and an ATV that's not governed at 45 miles an hour. Not to mention any names, but come on, Honda, you guys need to take that governor off and put it up at like 60 with these Canams. I'm serious. The other reason is, the reason why I want to go with Canam is, you know what, before I get into that, let me name some other good things about this. I like how you sit on top of the ATV, it feels like, and you're looking down at the screen compared to where the Hondas, when you're sitting down, I just feel like the ATV is like with eye level. Like, I don't really know how to put it, but to me the Can-Am feels like you have way more control over it. The 3-stage power steering is really nice also. The seat's really nice. Just the part that you can get into the part that you can get into mudding without breaking the bank. And believe me, this is not breaking the bank. I mean, like, not to mention any names, but like Braden Price, I mean, like, he poured $20,000 in total of the price of the Renegade, the dual Empire exhaust, the tune, everything. I mean, like, he throws a lot of money into that. But just for like a starter bike, I mean, like, this is great. Just buy yourself a $100 winch. Now, the reason I went with Can-Am is because I was gonna get a 520 Deluxe for $9,800. Get some 28-inch ITP cryptids, 35% gear reduction, new exhaust, tune, the high lifter snorkel kit, the one that Braden has on his, the really nice brown, nice color, you know, I don't know how to put it. And then that was going to be my mud bike, because if you sink a Honda, it's nothing. You just tip it over, fix it up, it'll be fine. It's a Honda, literally. If I sink this sucker, it's going to be hard to unsink. So anyways, that's not really a good reason, but I wanted to not mess with that. Oh, and the price after all those mods that I just talked about for the Rubicon, $1,000 to $1,200 in tires, the rad relocate, which is $300, the snorkel, which is $350, $299, $325, whatever. I added them up, it came out to like $12,500. I mean, like, there's really no point after all that when I could literally just for $9,000 get 20 more horsepower, 25 more horsepower, V-twin. Anyways, this is a great exhaust. You can thank Eric for getting me into this bike. I will link his YouTube channel in the description. Yeah, so that pretty much wraps it up for all the good things and why I got it. If you guys were gonna get into mud riding, I would definitely recommend the 570 for beginners. If you're not used to mud riding and you don't want to mess with all the factory stuff and like putting snorkels in, get this. But if you guys can afford it, go with the 650 or maybe even the 850. The 850 is the best, but the reason why I went with the 570 is another good reason, is because I want to do YouTube. And the only ones that really have good content out there for 570 is, I think, that is Eric and me. Because we're the only ones that have the 21s that are really posting good content about it, and the views are just incredible. especially on his channel, which will be linked down in the description. But anyways, now I like the 570. It cannot wheelie, and I'm very sad about that, because I thought having an ATV you could wheelie, especially with 50 horsepower, 48 horsepower in a V-twin. 3 options I'm considering on getting in the 2022s. Either a Renegade 1000 or a XMR Outlander 850 or a Renegade 570. Now, the prices don't include in this, but I want to know what you guys would like to see. I know I talked about it in my riding videos, but the audio is not that good. But Renegade 570, Outlander 650, Outlander 850 XMR, and then Renegade 1000. Green or yellow. I really hope in the 2022s they will put the manual diff lock in the Renegade 1000s in the green color, because I think the green color is way better than the yellow. Tell me what you guys think about that. But just because I want more power and I want to be able to wheelie and I want to put some, I want to have a good option of tire selection. Like, yes, I can put a clutch kit on here for about $500. Throw some 32-inch Assassinators, 2-inch lift, whatever. That's one thing. But it's not going to have much power turning it. Yes, I know it's a 570. Yes, the clutch kit can help. But I want something that can really power through the mud and really haul butt everywhere I go. Like, when you show up to a mud park, you're like, hey, that kid knows what he's doing. Not saying that you don't know what you're doing, but it's like it'll stand out a little bit more. The Renegades and the Outlanders just to me seem more cooler in my opinion. Try to keep language off my channel. But anyways, yeah, so let me know what you guys think about which one I should try to get for the 2022 models. I'm trying to hook up with Eric. I just haven't had the time to go to North Carolina or South Carolina. I forgot which state they live in. I would like to hook up with Diego Perez, Braden Price, Eric. Eric's my #1. Links down in the description for his page, for his channel. But anyways, great machine. Love it. Those bad things that I said about it, the good things that I said about it, why you should get it, you can rewind. Yeah, so that's pretty much just going to conclude the video. I would definitely recommend this for the beginner mudder and the one who wants to get into mud but not that crazy stuff. But if you can afford it, get the 650 or the Renegade 570. Minimize those because they will outperform the 570 by a long shot. I love the 570, but I wish I would have knew some of the things that I didn't have on it, that the 650 and the 570 Renegade had. And the 570 has the Thob key, the one with performance mode and all that, so that's something that can be added. So anyways, guys, you can rewind the video. I know I skipped around a lot. Again, my computer's having some issues, but I hope you guys have a blessed day, and I will see you guys on the next video. Oh, quick little spoiler. The next video will probably be the belt exchange because I have 600 miles on it, and maybe a couple of hunting videos for my next video. So anyways, you guys have a blessed day. God bless you, and stay safe.